What's up, Wingnuts? It's me, the Delta W, and you may have noticed we have a very special guest star here, my great friend Chandler.
What's up?
That's my dog outside. I don't know if you can even hear my dog. Anyway, so we're here. We're here to discuss some game music.
Heck yeah, we are.
Because I like games. I mean, he likes games too, but he also likes music, and also kind of like music. But that's just what we decided to do.
Heck yeah.
So, I made a list. I don't think he made a list. I just made a list of my top 10. But, so, we're just going to discuss some of our favorite, game soundtracks. That kind of stuff. So, do you want to go first?
Do I want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, so, in my opinion, you cannot have a favorite video game soundtracks video without mentioning the Minecraft soundtrack. That's a fact.
Yes.
Minecraft Volume Alpha is absolutely beautiful.
It really is.
It's just incredible. The atmosphere is just perfect.
Yeah, it's really great.
It fits the game so beautifully. It fits everything beautifully.
Yeah,
I listen to it like all the time.
Yeah, anytime I do like a whole lot of homework, I listen to it, and I think I ended up going through the entire soundtrack. So
it's really relaxing. It's great.
Yeah, it's really good. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's definitely like my top 3 or so.
Yeah, it's definitely up there.
It's really good. So anything else you want to say? Like any favorite tracks?
I genuinely love it all. Like there is no track on there that I dislike. It's incredible. It's a fantastic soundtrack.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and I do have it on my list, so we'll probably talk about it a little bit more. But for now, I'm going to go to my, actually, I'm going to talk about a few honorable mentions. Now, there are some games that I've listened to their soundtrack, but I haven't played. I didn't want to put them on the list. I also wanted to do, mostly original tracks. So, if there's a whole lot of remixes, I just didn't throw it on the list. Just that kind of stuff. And, games that I haven't played through a lot, that's another one I haven't done. So, let's just go to number 10. And this is Crash Twinsanity. Have you played Crash Twinsanity?
I have played Crash Twinsanity.
And the thing I love about this soundtrack, if you haven't played it, it's entirely a cappella. It's really good. There's some really great ones, some really great tracks, like the Final Boss soundtrack, Perfect. There's this one, I don't even remember what it's called, but you're running away from some walrus or something. That one's pretty good. Overall, really great soundtrack. It's surprising what was done with such a central theme. I guess that's really all I have to say about it. But I felt like this was an important one I needed to put on the list. So I guess it's your turn. What is another soundtrack you really love?
Another soundtrack I really like. I love The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask soundtrack.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people say that Ocarina of Time has this incredible soundtrack, which it does. Ocarina of Time has a great soundtrack. But I think Majora's Mask is better in every way. Because Majora's Mask, it does take songs from Ocarina of Time and put on the soundtrack, but it only takes sort of the highlights of the Ocarina of Time soundtrack. So it has already the strong points from Ocarina of Time.
It's like a lot of what Majora's Mask is in the first place.
But it also adds so much more, like the incredible Song of Healing, or literally just every song in the game is fantastic. It fits the very creepy, eerie atmosphere of Majora's Mask perfectly.
Yeah.
Because it's such a dark game, and it progressively gets darker and darker, and so does the music as the game goes on. It's a great soundtrack.
Yeah, I'd say I agree. Majora's Mask is a very good game. I'm going to be honest, I haven't completed Majora's Mask or Ocarina yet.
You're missing out.
I know, I'm close to completing Ocarina of Time. I'm going to get to Majora's Mask. I've played a decent amount of Majora's Mask, but I'm not quite there. Let's see, what else we got here? Oh, look at that. Now, here's a game you might not have actually heard of, but it's very special to me. It's probably just nostalgic that it's even on the list. It's called Drawn to Life. Now, Drawn to Life, honestly, is a very average game. There's only one thing that you might want to play it for, and that's just that you can make your own character, but that's it. But the soundtrack is really, really good. It's all really great. If I ever hear a soundtrack, from Drawn to Life. And do you have anything to say? Because I doubt you've played the game or played a lot.
I've never played Drawn to Life. I was always more of a Scribblenauts person.
Yeah, I played Scribblenauts.
But I mean, from what I've seen, it looks like a good game. I haven't heard any of the soundtrack though. I need to check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not like the greatest, but it's pretty good. It's pretty nice. There's some really good standout ones, like the Book of Life theme. I think the final boss song is pretty good. It's all pretty great. So yeah, what's another one from your list?
Well, you know, Wii Music has some incredible music on it. It's a fantastic game. The music that they chose, the very limited amount of music that they chose, fit the game perfectly. Playing it with a NES horn, or playing it with the dog suit, was absolutely incredible. Blew my mind as a young child. Any thoughts?
I haven't played a whole lot of Wii Music. I'm sure you guys, if you've been around for a while, you may have remembered my terrible Wii Music review.
It's a game.
It is a game. In fact, I said that in the review.
Yes, you did.
So this is also the guy. He let me borrow his copy. I just wanted to thank you for that.
No problem. Just sharing the gift of life.
Exactly. So yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say about it. There was some good music, which there should be for a game which has music in the title. I think you failed if you can't do that.
I mean, you get to make your own music.
That's
It's incredible. Yeah. The possibilities are absolutely endless. You get to make album covers for your music. It's beautiful. It's like SoundCloud before SoundCloud.
Exactly. So you have any other thoughts?
Wii Music is Wii Music, man. It's incredible.
There's music on the Wii.
It is. Swing your little Wiimote and you're playing piano, man.
Yep. Oh yeah. Now this next one, I remember like 2 minutes ago you said something, and that's that. You know, I think Ocarina of Time's soundtrack gets a little too much credit. Number 8 is Ocarina of Time. Which I have played more of Ocarina than Majora's Mask. Maybe this will change in a few months or something. Honestly, this might all change like tomorrow. But yeah, I just really like the soundtrack. I think that it has a bunch of really good tunes. Most Zelda soundtracks are really good because they all have, you know, just the main theme is really good. A lot of soundtracks of the series are really good. It has a lot of themes that reoccur and all. So I do like a lot of the sounds. I like a lot of the Ocarina tunes, all that stuff. Any thoughts?
I mean, again, as I said earlier, it still is a great soundtrack. It's a great soundtrack. Fantastic songs such as Lost Woods, The Fire Temple.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great soundtrack. Song of Storms. They
really
all
like
come from that game, and it's a great soundtrack. I think Majora's Mask is better, but I can understand Ocarina of Time being on your list.
Which, like I said, this might change after I beat both games and reflect. But for now, that's where this is. So, what's your next song?
My next soundtrack is Metroid Prime.
Yeah. Okay.
Metroid Prime has a fantastic soundtrack. It perfectly fits the atmosphere of the game.
Yeah, Metroid is a very atmosphere-heavy game.
Exactly. Metroid Prime, you're just alone in this mysterious place.
That's what I call it.
The soundtrack feels just like that, and it's perfect. It's just a great soundtrack. It fits everything perfectly.
Now,
keep going.
Now I haven't played a whole lot of the first one, but I do own the third one, and I really like that one. I really love the Super Metroid soundtrack too. It's all really good.
Oh yeah.
It's all a lot of what you said. So yeah, I agree with you that the Metroid Prime soundtrack's really good. Any other thoughts or any specific favorites or anything?
I can't think of any track names.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah.
But it's a it's just a great soundtrack that I highly recommend.
Yeah. Let's see. What else is on this list? Now, this is probably, besides the Crash 1 Sanity and the Drawn to Life, one of the weird ones. And that's Pokemon FireRed and LeafGreen. Now, I really like the soundtracks of the 8-bit version too, and the Let's Go soundtrack, which that's the last compliment I'll ever give Let's Go. But I just like the 16-bit versions more. I think it's probably, maybe besides Black and White, the best soundtrack in the series. I just think that they're all really good. They're not like, a lot of what you've been talking about is atmosphere and stuff. It's not a whole lot of that. It's more just good tunes and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's just fun to listen to.
Exactly. And I think that the best part is, even the main battle theme I really love. And when you gotta get the main battle theme right, and it's one of the best main battle themes.
Oh yeah.
At least in my opinion.
Yeah, I definitely agree. The entire soundtrack is so iconic and just recognizable. They took these original 8-bit themes that you'd hear on the Game Boy and upgraded them greatly.
Yeah.
They sound fantastic.
Yeah, they sound really good.
They're just a ton of fun.
I think
super iconic.
I think it's amazing they could even get the 8-bit version sounded really good.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Like even the 8-bit versions are really good, like really good for the Game Boy and all. So I guess my favorite is probably the blue theme for the champion battle, but I like a lot of other ones too. So what other soundtracks do you like? You have any other ones?
Okay, so I don't know. You didn't give me any rules. And I don't know if this counts.
Okay.
But Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Now, I wasn't really intending for Smash Bros. Because it combines a lot, but I still think this is an interesting thing to talk about.
You see, the reason I said I don't know if this counts is because it's a collection of songs from like 100 games. Over 100 games. So, I don't know if it counts, but it has new music as well. And the new music's great.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Did you know for the Final Destination theme, there's a part where what they did was they took the main Final Destination theme and then played it backwards and then cleaned it up and then put it into the song.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really cool. You might want to check it out. It's really cool. I don't know if I can link that description or something for you guys, but it's pretty cool. I think that's just really nice for to see someone figure something like that out. So yeah, I do think that the Ultimate soundtrack is good, but I didn't really intend to have that kind of stuff. No, you're good. I don't think anyone's gonna riot about this. They're like, Chandler, he broke the rules of the soundtrack.
I mean, I put Wii music on the list, but I think they know that, take what I say as gospel.
Yeah, I think that, if you were to count Smash Bros. Games, then Ultimate is probably the greatest soundtrack of any game ever. But
okay,
I didn't want to. Wii music?
Wii music.
Okay. I'm just gonna go on to my next. Oh, now I had to include a Sonic game. Now, I don't know if you guys know this. I know I told you. Now, this is just a mini rant. I went to eBay to buy me some Sonic Adventure 2. Now, to my surprise, Sonic Heroes came in the mail. And that just, for a second, I was just like, why? So, it would probably be on this list if it wasn't for that. But, I got Sonic 3 instead. It's good. It was really between Sonic 3 and Sonic Mania. I just felt like Sonic Mania, like a lot of the game, relied a little bit too much on the past. Sonic 3 is fully new stuff. I like the flying battery. Isn't that the Sonic 3 and Knuckles?
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like that theme. I honestly haven't played a whole lot of the game. I still don't even know if I've beaten it. I probably beat it like 10 years ago or something. and I just forgot about it. But yeah, it's a really good soundtrack, and I just you gotta put Sonic on the list. So do you have any Sonic soundtracks?
It's funny you brought up that Sonic Adventure 2 story, because my next one was going to be Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah, I felt like that was gonna be.
Sonic Adventure 2 was my childhood. Okay, it had to be on the list. Sonic Adventure 2 is just a absolutely fantastic soundtrack. People who haven't even played the game know the soundtrack. I mean, Escape from the City is like one of the most City Escape is one of the most recognizable video games on the world, in my opinion. It's fantastic. Live and Learn, fantastic. Just Crush 40 killed it. Yeah. It's a fantastic soundtrack. Pumpkin Hill.
You're not wrong.
Pumpkin
Hill. Not wrong.
Pumpkin Hill's fantastic. The greatest rap song of all time.
And didn't each character had their own kind of style?
Yes. Yes, that was perfect, because each character in the game that you played as had sort of their own style of music that played. Sonic had rock music. Knuckles had more hip hop. Rouge had more jazz. Shadow had more metal and dark. Eggman had more sort of electronic. And then Tails had kind of pop-ish, pop rock-ish sort of music. The game soundtrack is just fantastic. I feel like I've said fantastic like 80 times in this video. But it's a fantastic soundtrack.
You're not wrong. And I think one of the, usually you don't see a whole lot of lyrics for video game soundtracks.
Oh, yeah.
And this one has it in a lot of songs, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's incredible how these actual songs, with lyrics and done by a band, fit the game so well. Because that's something you don't see often, aside from in games like Jet Set Radio or stuff like that.
I honestly have never played Jet Set Radio. I'm familiar with it.
I've dabbled a bit. It's pretty fun.
Okay.
I'd recommend.
Is it only on the Dreamcast?
No, it's not just only on the Dreamcast.
Okay. I'll see if I can check it out.
I'd recommend it.
Okay. So that was just you. Yeah, that was you. I forgot. This next one is Final Fantasy VII. Now, a lot of people say that the 8th one is better. I still haven't played it, even though it's out. Hopefully I'll get it soon. Now, have you played any Final Fantasy games?
I've never played a Final Fantasy game. I need to, I know. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Okay. I mean, it's not for everyone, I'll be honest. It's an RPG. I think it's a much more, broader demographic RPG. There's much more action and stuff, and it's faster paced. Without talking too much about Final Fantasy, we're talking about the soundtrack. But yeah, I think it's probably worth checking out. Let's talk about the soundtrack. Now, Final Fantasy VII soundtrack is really good. Pretty much all themes are really great. A lot of them, like the world map theme, is incredible. Because it goes from being extremely ominous and dark to being really happy in a matter of minutes. The battle theme is good. The boss theme it's good too. It's all really great. It can be ominous. It can be fast paced. It can be everything. And that's why I really like it. And I don't know if you have anything else to say because
I've never listened to it because I've never played the game. I need to check out a Final Fantasy game at some point.
I'd recommend 9. That's just me though.
Okay.
But yeah, that's just my personal favorite. I like 6s too. I don't really like 9s. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Now, what's your next one?
You also can't have a video about video game soundtracks without mentioning a Mario game.
Yeah, definitely.
Super Mario Odyssey has an absolutely say fantastic. It has a fabulous soundtrack. It's brilliantly done. Every single song is just great. It fits the game perfectly. You can listen to it outside of the game, and it's still great.
You can pull up a menu on it and listen to any song at any time. I love the game.
It's one of the few games that I actually use the in-game like music function to listen to music while playing. It's just a brilliantly done soundtrack.
The camera died. Let's just get this out of the way. Continue.
We're back. Let's see. This was like an hour ago, so I think I was talking about Odyssey. Odyssey just has a great soundtrack. It's a fantastic soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts? Any thoughts, Delta?
Like we were talking about the Sonic Adventure 2 ones, and this soundtrack in a few ways, Odyssey in a lot of ways is weirdly like Sonic Adventure 2, if you think about it.
Okay, elaborate.
So the soundtrack, first of all, you got the soundtrack, okay, and you can roll. That's really it. But that's all we need.
They both have a soundtrack. That is a fact.
They have no. I'm talking about like the lyrical soundtracks.
Okay.
And you can roll, and that's all you need. That's what a Sonic game is, right?
You can roll.
You can roll, exactly.
Indeed.
That's all I was saying, but
although this one's it's kind of missing Crush 40.
Yeah,
and
that's
an edgy edgy antagonist.
That's true. That's Sunshine. That's Sunshine.
That's true. All right, what's next on your list, Delta?
Now, I'm just gonna start this by saying that it was I limited myself to one game per series, so it was between Odyssey and Galaxy in the end. There were other ones I really love, but I did Galaxy. Now,
Of course you did.
okay, I'm just gonna say right now, I think the Odyssey is the better game. And honestly, I wasn't sure. I didn't want to say Odyssey because I really love Odyssey, and I didn't want to, just say Odyssey.
Yeah.
So I did choose Galaxy, but I hold them in equal, reverence and all, whatever you want to call it. I love them both. I think Mario games have pretty good soundtracks. Also like the Superstar Saga one. I don't know if you've heard that one. A lot of stuff from that one. That one's really good. Now the thing about the Galaxy soundtrack is it's all much more like when you get the Odyssey one, it's much more, how to put this, varied, and the Galaxy one is, a lot of stuff is actually very similar. It's much more orchestrated. Maybe none of this is actually true, I'm just saying this, but it's honestly been a while since I've played through Galaxy completely. I've played it recently, but yeah, I just really like the soundtrack, and I love the Odyssey one about just as much more, but I'd say for me the Galaxy one is slightly better. Like the final boss theme is really good. I think the Odyssey one actually was, if it wasn't the exact same song, it took parts from it. But yeah, I just thought Galaxy was a little bit better.
Alright, understandable.
Okay. So what's your next one?
Alright, I want to talk about my favorite 3D platformer of all time.
Okay.
Banjo Kazooie.
Okay.
Banjo Kazooie has a fantastic soundtrack. The soundtrack is so just fun. It's a ton of fun.
I've heard it.
It fits the game perfectly because the game is so wacky and ridiculous and fun. So the soundtrack fits it perfectly. It's, for lack of a better term, a ton of fun to listen to.
Is it fantastic?
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I think a lot of like the Rare soundtracks are really good. A lot of the Donkey Kong Country. I have still not played Banjo Kazooie. There are a lot of games I just haven't played. I'm sorry.
You need to play Banjo. You're missing out.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to play Rayman 2 more. Just give me a break. Wish we could get in the Rayman 2 soundtrack, but I haven't finished that game. So.
How about Rayman 3?
I'm still not sure if it's worth the buy. But anyway, do you have any more thoughts on Banjo Kazooie?
Fabulous game, fabulous soundtrack. It's A+.
What do you think about the Smash remixes? Just wanted to hear about that.
Smash remixes. Alright, so I have not gotten the DLC yet, so I haven't heard the remixes yet. But I'm excited to hear them. Are they good?
They're much like the regular songs are much more kind of country kind of stuff. Not exactly, but that's country. It's more
like with the instruments.
Yeah, acoustic.
Yeah.
This one's much more. I don't know. It's not that. It's different. It's not the exact same. I'll just say that.
Okay.
I mean, you could play it since you're here, and you can see for yourself if you like it.
Okay.
But yeah, if you're done, I guess I'm just gonna move over to the next one, and that's the Minecraft soundtrack. That's number 3. Now we've talked about this one, and the only thing I guess I really have to add is my favorite song is My Song Venus, but that's it. I really like My Song Venus. I just think it's a good soundtrack. Minecraft is a good game. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already talked about this one.
Yeah.
So what's another one you like?
I really like the Earthbound soundtrack.
Yeah, Earthbound is one that it's a game I really need to play. I've played it, but I haven't played it a whole lot.
I'm the same way. I haven't played it a ton, but I listen to the soundtrack a lot. It's a lot of fun to listen to. Like it's really like funky and interesting. And I love it.
It's like the entire game kind of.
Yeah.
It's much more. Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. Don't they have for each battle? It's kind of like there's multiple different battle themes.
Yeah.
At least from what I've heard.
I think so.
There's a lot of cool stuff in that. I can't say that I particularly think it's a standout soundtrack, but I think it's pretty good. It's definitely a game I need to play more.
Oh,
because I've played a lot of those RPGs from the 16-bit era. Earthbound is definitely one I need to play a little bit more of. I just kind of got stuck in the game, but anyway, so number 2 is Undertale soundtrack. Now.
I was holding back from naming it because I knew it was going to be there. I knew it was going to be on the list.
How so?
How could you not have it?
Okay.
It's a great soundtrack. It's very recognizable. It's iconic. It's only been out for a few years, but everyone knows it.
Yeah, it got into Smash Bros. Megalovania did.
Yes, it did.
Are you upset about that? Oh yeah. Let's just. Anyway, that's for another time. Anyway, there are really good songs in it. And in reality, there's only 10 original songs, and then Toby Fox just reused stuff, but it sounds so good. It's really great. So yeah, I think it's pretty nice. My favorite is probably the Asgore theme, but like I said, I listen to that soundtrack a lot. It's really good. But yeah, I guess my main problem is a lot of stuff is just lit motifs, but it sounds good. So yeah. Any other thoughts?
It's a great soundtrack.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. There's also exactly 100 songs in it. Just wanted to point that out. Exactly 100. Okay. So, I don't know about you if there's any other ones you want to talk about, but I have one more left. So, what's your next one?
I actually do have one more that I want to talk about. The Animal Crossing soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
The Animal Crossing soundtrack is perfect. I would 100% call it perfect. I guess I have to pick a specific game. So I'd say probably New Leaf because there's the most music in that game. The songs are perfect. When you're walking around the day, it's like a nice, relaxing, soothing sort of song playing. club at night, you could hear KK Slider, you know, singing a little ballad with his guitar. You can also go and buy some Slider records, and those are great. They're a lot of fun to listen to, even if you can't understand what he is saying. The music from that game is so it's so simple, yet it's still perfect somehow. The simplicity of it makes it great.
Yeah,
if that
I
makes
understand
sense.
that. Honestly, I have only one Animal Crossing game. I find them hard to get into. I've played them. I've played the games. They're really fun. But, you know, there are other games I just want to play. Now...
It's not for everyone.
Yeah.
But when you get into it, you get really into it. That's kind of how it
Yeah, that's what it is. Because I played it for like 5 hours, and then I just kind of put it down for a while.
I have a couple thousand hours in the Leaf.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people after they've played the game, they're like, yeah, we got hundreds of hours. Now, there was one song in particular I remember, and that's the Brewster is his name? Is that it?
Yeah.
I remember his theme. It's like the nice piano. I just remember that one.
Yeah.
I thought that was a nice one. But yeah, so I'd say that's a good soundtrack. Yeah. Is it your favorite game soundtrack? Because you said it's perfect.
Honestly, Minecraft and like Majora's Mask are like, it's like a three-way tie for me.
Yeah.
Because all three of those soundtracks I listen to like really often.
Yeah.
And all three of them satisfy different needs for me. Like Minecraft is more for like homework or whatnot. Animal Crossing is more for like relaxing.
Yeah.
And then Majora's Mask is more for, I don't want to say sadness. it's more for everything else.
If I ever hear you listening to Majora's Mask's soundtrack,
yeah, if you like hear
I don't know why.
the final day theme, just get worried.
Okay.
All right, what's your number one there, Delta?
My number one, and this is a game I'm going to be reviewing very soon. So spoilers for that, kind of. But Castlevania Symphony of the Night, in my opinion, has the best soundtrack of any game ever. Now, remember when we were talking about Wii music, and I said, if music's in the name, and it has bad music, then you failed.
Yep.
This game is called Symphony of the Night, and it has symphonies, and they're very good. And there's just pretty much every song is almost perfect for what it's trying to do. Like, I'm trying to think of something. There's only one in particular that I don't like, but it's the kind that it's complicated. So, like, from the very beginning, you have this. It's only like 20 seconds, probably. It's just a loop of the same song, but it's really good. You got the Dracula. You know, it's all really good. I can remember pretty much every song from the soundtrack. Like, I guess I can't really choose a favorite. I guess I have 5 favorites, and that's like, or really 3 favorites. I got like the prologue one, which I just really like that one. It's not super great. There's Lost Painting, and then there's the Dracula thing. Oh wait, I forgot about what's it called? Something Ghosts. I can't remember. That one's really good too. And I just really love that soundtrack. And the one that I don't like is called I Am the Wind. It's the credits theme.
That's the one that's just like a loop.
No, that I like the one that's a loop.
Oh, okay.
This one's the credit theme. It's like some lady singing about how she's the wind or something. It's really weird.
She's the wind.
I guess so. It's the name of the song. So perfect soundtrack in my opinion.
I need to check it out.
Yeah, I recommend you listen to it. It's really good. It has a bunch of variation. It's all very diverse. It's all very good. It all accomplishes what I guess I'm repeating myself at this point. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to say. I don't know what else to say. The Symphony review is coming out soon. I guess.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Now, are there any more things you want to say about anything?
About anything.
Video related, not just anything.
There are a lot of soundtracks that I could have mentioned that I held myself back from mentioning. For example, the Earthbound soundtrack, which I think we were just talking about before this video.
Yes.
Great soundtrack, really just fun and wacky and ridiculous. Also, Sonic Mania soundtrack.
Yeah.
I held myself back from putting that one on there because I had Adventure 2.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, if I didn't limit one per series, honestly, like half of them would be Castlevania.
Also, Undertale would have had that
Yeah.
on there if I knew you weren't going to have it. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we're done here.
All right.
Now I think we've talked a little too long about this, but yeah, those are just some of our personal favorites. So yeah, thanks for watching, subscribing. You want to do the honors of the outro?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mess it up. You can do it.
Okay. Thanks for watching and subscribing and all that jazz. Now, you don't have a YouTube channel, do you?
I do not.
Okay. So I tell you to check out his channel, but he doesn't have one. He's just a friend of mine.
I don't know. You can check out my Instagram. What is channel listening to? I just review music.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I do.
So yeah. Until next time, keep cool and stay soaring.